What's up guys, I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking the worst to best CCXP 2022 Funko exclusives, so let's get right to it.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking the worst to the best CCXP exclusives that just recently announced by Funko. Or I should say, confirmed, because a lot of people have gotten their hands on these pops the last couple of months, even though they're street dated for December 2nd. And we will talk about all of the exclusives that Funko announced for CCXP. So starting off with what I feel is the worst pop, or not just the worst pop, but the worst item, I should say, but it is a pop. I guess I just spoiled that. Hush from Batman. Now, this one is cool because it's kind of new, but at the same time, it's very plain and simplistic. It doesn't really appeal to me that much, and I know for a fact I would not be getting this, which is why I think it's the worst pop. The next item I have ranked here as, I guess, the second worst would be the Hawkman Funko Soda from Black Adam. Now, although, I mean, Black Adam, from what I hear, is a pretty decent movie, this is one of those sodas where I feel I would rather want the common over the chase, especially because it is the exact same body mold for both figures, except one is masked and one is unmasked. The next item I have ranked on this list would be the Arwen Funko Soda from Lord of the Rings. It's cool that Lord of the Rings are getting more sodas. They seem to be very popular, especially with the SDCC one, and then we had the Invisible Frodo. We had a bunch of other ones, but it's cool that they're diving into other characters. Overall, I do like the chase much better than the common because you barely get anything with the common, but with the chase, she's holding a sword, and you actually can see like a scuffing on the one side of her cheek there. So ranked next on this list would have to be the Black Adam Funko Pop with the hood on. This one is a little meh. I mean, we've already seen a decent wave of Black Adam Funko Pops, and now you have one wearing a hood, which I guess is a little bit different because all the other ones didn't have hoods on and it has some sort of different attire. But I don't know, it's in a very simplistic pose compared to the other Black Adam pops themselves for the character. The next pop I have listed here would be the President Loki from Loki. I mean, this is very controversial because I feel like a lot of people would rank this maybe in their top 5 favorite CCXP exclusives, but for me, I mean, we've already seen a pop of President Loki, and I mean, it's a little bit cooler because you do get Alligator Loki, but there's also an Alligator Loki Funko Pop, so I mean, if you didn't get the President Loki the first time, maybe this is better, especially if you didn't want the Alligator Loki Pop, because it honestly did not look as great as I feel like a lot of people thought it was going to be. And I mean, this is alright, but it's also for a series that, like, we've seen so many pops for already. The series has been going on, or not going on, but it's passed for like over a year and a half at this point, so not a lot of people are really even talking about Loki at this point. So I don't know why there's more pops being made for the series instead of moving forward to different MCU projects. The next pop I have listed for this ranking list would be the Jim Hawkins Pop Rides from Treasure Planet. I like this better than Loki because it's something new and refreshing, especially because we have not seen a Treasure Planet Funko Pop. Although I have not seen the movie in a while and I can't really think of exactly what the scene is involved with, it's still pretty decent, but from what I last remember from seeing like photos of people getting this early, it looks like it's one of those pops where it's small enough to where I feel like it should have been either in a 6-inch box or a regular 4-inch pop instead of getting that huge unnecessary space for a Pop Rides box, although it is a Pop Rides. The next pop I have ranked here is the Bleach Pop. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce the name because it looks too complicated, but I really like the overall design of this. I mean, a lot of anime pops are very detailed. This one has like those blue tears going down the eyes, the hand just sticking out like this, and the way that the hair is, but this is really decent. I do like the detail for a pop that pretty much only has 2 colors besides the tears coming down the eyes. The next pop I have ranked here is the Jack Pop from Black Clover, and I really enjoy the detail much better than the other one. I mean, you got the tongue sticking out, the strand of hair, the scar going down the eyes, and then whatever's going on with the hands where it's kind of have that like spike going on the forearms there, and then that like kind of magic book it looks like that's being covered. I don't know if that's like green magic. I would assume it's green magic because I see it all over the hands also. Really cool and detailed. It's in a simplistic pose in terms of the feet, but I think the detail of the face just really makes up for this pop, and a little bit more detailed than the Bleach pop. The next pop ranked here is Raven from Justice League. I really enjoy the way this pop looks. I love the colors instead of the colors that we're normally used to seeing, which a lot of us, I would assume, would be remembering Raven as turns to Teen Titans, so we would remember her with the purple outfit, but her with the blue outfit and those reds really popping out well with the blue is really, really awesome. And there were people that are mentioning they should make more Ravens from like before this Raven, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, I really like the detail involved in this, but I don't see myself getting this at all, which is why I wouldn't say it is right up on like the top 5 portion of this list. Next pop ranked here is Spinner from My Hero Academia. Even if I have not seen My Hero Academia, which I am caught up to, I believe, season 4, I probably would have ranked this pretty high because it kind of looks like a cross between a Ninja Turtle and Miles Morales with the outfit. I think overall it's pretty detailed, and this is one of those pops I think are going to gravitate towards fans of buying it just because of how cool it looks. But overall, the Spinner character is all right. If it was a different League of Villains character that maybe, like, if it wasn't made previously that we already seen, like let's say a Mr. Compress or something like that, I think it would have been much higher up on this list. Not so much higher up, I think maybe a couple more spots up, but it definitely would have been higher than what Spinner is because I feel like Spinner was a little bit forgettable, at least in my opinion. The next pop ranked here is Velsartha from Andor. It's a little bit surprising that I'm ranking an Andor pop this high, considering that I wasn't really a fan of the show until I got caught up with it and I was really enjoying the recent episodes. I do like this character, and I think this is the best Andor pop we've had so far, even better than the B2EMO from New York Comic Con and the Cassian Andor from SDCC. I really like the detail that's involved. It is a bit of a memorable character for such a unfortunately lackluster show compared to a lot of what has been made for the Star Wars franchise, but it's still pretty decent. I think it will sell pretty well, but I don't know. I, once again, am not going to get this because I wasn't entirely, or still not really a fan of Andor all that much. And now moving on to, I believe, what would be the top 5 portion of the list, if I'm not mistaken. We got ourselves the Spider-Man Bug-Eye armor, and I mean, I like the way this outfit is. I like the different Spider-Mans that we've gotten over this past year, whether it was the 2099 one for SDCC or we've had some of the ones for the Beyond Amazing set. This one is pretty cool with the way the outfit is, and those blues and reds really pop out with the whites and grays, which I really enjoy. I love seeing Spider-Man with a different outfit compared to what we normally see, especially talking about those recently announced No Way Home Funko Pops. Next pop ranked here is Dolph Starbean from The Simpsons. I wouldn't say I'm entirely the biggest fan of The Simpsons, especially compared to my fellow co-host MD Shady, but I can always appreciate seeing a Simpsons pop for a convention that is a character that has not been made previously, which is why it's ranked high up, but it doesn't make the top 3 portion because I barely know about this character. And it's not too bad, it's simplistic, but it gets to the point. Now moving on to the top 3 portion of this list. Luffy with Thousand Sunny pop rides. I do enjoy the detail of this pop. I mean, we had the one for New York Comic Con a couple of months ago with the Going Merry, but I kind of like the boat design a bit better with this one compared to the New York Comic Con one, and it is a slightly different posed pop, but I don't know, it's like, would you get both of them if you're, let's say, not like a huge fan of One Piece, but let's say a casual viewer of One Piece? I haven't seen the series, so regardless, I'm not going to get this, but I think it would be much higher if this was the first Luffy pop rides and not the second one made. Coming in at the number 2 spot is the Joker pop comic covers. This thing is really cool. It's the very first pop comic covers from my knowledge for convention exclusives, and I really enjoy the detail involved where you have, obviously, the Joker holding the card there. You have that face with the mouth. I mean, if Joker pops were made without mouths, they would look so awkward, honestly. And I mean, the cover itself is really, really awesome. The colors of the cover with the pop blend very well, and I mean, it looks really cool. Definitely one of my favorite comic covers that has been made thus far. And of course, that leaves one Funko Pop left, the best Funko Pop in my opinion for CCXP, and that is the Summon Skull from Yu-Gi-Oh! I have been waiting for a pop of Summon Skull for so long. One of my favorite duel monsters from this series, and I really enjoyed the way this pop looks. It made sense to have the green eyes. My only little gripe about this pop is that I wish it was like a 6-inch pop, because when you compare it to, let's say, Blackluster Soldier, I mean, is Blackluster Soldier bigger than Summon Skull? I'm pretty sure Summon Skull is much bigger, so I don't know why that wasn't made into a 6-inch, but I'm not complaining because it's easier to display as a 4-inch pop rather than a 6-inch pop. But nonetheless, we finally have Summon Skull. That's all that matters. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on the worst to best CCXP exclusives for this year, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think is the worst and the best CCXP exclusives. And to send a little intro, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.